What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bird's Eye View. Yours truly, Will I Am, in the building with Will. We got Mika J. What's going on, Mika J?
Hey, everybody.
What's going on, Bump? How you doing, sir?
Hey, always good, man. Slow motion better than no motion. I'm here.
Big time. Want to go ahead and shots. Prayers to everybody who's involved in that plane crash. That the UPS plane crash that was headed to Honolulu. I know they had. I think they said at least
Hmm.
three crew members on. They don't
Crew
know if
members.
they what's going on, and then all the other stuff underneath as far as on the ground. A lot of people may be hurt with that also. So prayers go out to their families and friends with that. Heart is heavy for that. So be mindful, stay clear. That's why all the shelter stuff is going off on your phones. Pay attention, and that kind of things like
Right.
that. So prayers up big time. As we get rocking
No
and
doubt.
rolling, we got a lot of stuff to cover. A little short period of time. Y'all know how we do. We're gonna get you guys caught up in what's going on in the Louisville Cardinal world. A lot of stuff. We got a lot of things going on, and that's a good thing, especially
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
winning and things like that. We like it, we get it, we appreciate it, we love it.
Right.
And we're gonna start off though. We're
Right.
gonna start off a little bit of that. Let me see, a little Blacksburg, Virginia Tech, the Hokie Nation, Louisville 28, Virginia Tech 16. Not gonna lie, wasn't looking good after that first series. Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Too many times we have seen a lot of stuff happen, and they did pull it together and did what they had to do. But it was kind of like, here we go. Is this the game? Beginning of the season, I thought this
Right.
was
Right.
might been one of those ones that might get us, but I'm like, no, we got this. But I'll tell you what, those guys, man, just only give up 16 points after it looked like they was on their way to do a lot of damage,
Yeah.
and Louisville to score 28 after it looked like we wasn't going to do any damage. Remarkable. Start off
Right.
hot. Isaac Brown with that 50 plus yard TD going 1,000 miles per hour. Dude, when dude's healthy, he's different. You know what I'm saying? He is
Yeah.
He
different, and
is.
he just moves accordingly, man. Very impressive with that. But y'all know how the game go. Y'all know what the deal is. Get stagnant, slow starts. We talk about that. We'll talk about that a little later on. But with that being said, Mika J, what's your thoughts on this game and what stood out to you?
Well, like you said, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like we play down to our level of competition. And so it causes us to have the slow starts. Like I don't know. Like maybe we don't think that other teams are coming to play also for some reason. But
Mhm.
I was happy that we turned it around and came out to play. Shout out to Colin Lacey for that nice 67-yard run on
Yes,
that punt
yes.
return. That
Right.
should have been a touchdown, but we'll take it. He's different.
Right.
Just how you say Isaac's different. I've liked Lacey since last year until he got hurt. So I'm very pleased that he's healthy and that because we're going to need him with no
Yeah.
we don't know when Brown is coming back, and honestly, if it's his hamstring, I don't think he'll be back anytime soon.
Mhm. Well,
Mm.
the beauty before that, before I let you dive in the bump, the beauty is that it's really not beauty, but like for instance, say Lamar, Lamar messed his up. He was gone for 4 weeks. 4 weeks is that's the end of the season. Like
Yeah,
you gotta
Right.
hope he gets back for bowl. And then what grade of strain was it? You know what I'm saying? Did he it depends on
I
that
don't know.
also. That
Yeah.
makes a difference without a doubt. But Bump, what's your thoughts on the game, man? What's your thoughts on the game and what stood out to you?
It was a tale of two halves, man. You know what I'm saying? First half, we slept walk through the first half. You know what I'm saying? First series, we looked good. You know what I'm saying? Went down, scored or whatnot with Brown. But after that, man, it just seemed
Hmm.
like we fell asleep. Now I don't know if that's because we wasn't ready or because we wasn't, you know what I'm saying, adjusted to what they was doing, but it seemed like we came out after halftime, made the proper adjustments that we needed and came out, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, with our heads on fire. But, same time, how long can we do that? know we'll get into it a little bit later, but it was a tale of two halves, man. You know what I'm saying? Tale of two teams. The first half team didn't seem like they was interested. Seemed like which Virginia Tech traditionally is a hard place to play. We
Yep.
known that for years. Virginia Tech is a hard, you know what I'm saying, win it, you know what I'm saying, away from home. But I'm glad they came out in the second half, made the adjustments. Offense finally woke up. Defense played
Right.
lights out in the second half. Didn't give up a point or field goal, I believe, and we finally pulled
Right.
it
They
out. So
didn't.
I'm happy. They didn't. They didn't give up a point. So you got to be happy with that. Anytime you get a road win, whether it's about 1 point, a touchdown, or whatever, it's a win.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, we're not going to look back and say, "Well, hell, this game we
Oh
played
no.
terrible the first half." All we're going to do is see a W in the column, and we're going to appreciate
Yeah.
that W. So I'm a roll with that, man. I'm happy we won.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me before this game started that Louisville will hold Virginia Tech to 240 yards, I'm like, we in a good place, and that's what they did. And majority of those yardage
Right,
came in the first half. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, like Bump said, we outscored them
Right.
21 nothing in the second half. That was it. They couldn't get anything
right,
moving,
yeah,
rolling. They was 4 for 15 on third down conversions, 0 for 2 on fourth. We did our thing. With that, I think it's just that we're used to the style play. You know what I'm saying? We're used to
yeah,
looking good. This not looking good, but we're taking care of business.
yeah,
Thank goodness
Yeah.
English has got
yeah.
those boys playing, and they look rough. They look rugged in that first quarter. It was like in second quarter, it's like, come on, man, y'all got to give us more. We're kind of
Yeah.
struggling here. Do
Right.
not give up any more things like that. But Louisville outgained them 371 to 240. Passing yardage, we had 136. They had 76 yards passing.
He couldn't
Now,
pass
Mm.
for nothing.
we had 235 yards rushing. They had 164 yards. That was the game, man. That was pretty much penalties 6 for
Yeah,
52. They 5 for 46. We had one turnover. And like Bump said, it's so hard to play at Blacksburg. It's just so hard. I mean, they and really they had a lot of people there for a team that was going into
they
the
did.
game 3-5. They
Yeah, they
they got
Right.
did.
history. They want that upset. Gonna do what they gotta do, but they
Hmm.
couldn't get it. Thank goodness. But yeah, way to respond, man. Way that second half, and you know, and we'll talk about it
You know
shortly.
what they say?
Go ahead, Bun.
The good thing about an ugly win is the good thing about an ugly win is it's still a win.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There was
It's still
definitely
a
that.
win.
Yeah,
It's definitely that. All
that's
right,
right.
grades for the offense. We'll do offense and then we'll do defense. Mika J, what's your grades for the offense?
Well, I'll give the offense a B because we kind of struggled in the first half, but I'm gonna
Hmm.
just give us a solid B. Like what we got 21 points in the second half, right?
Yes.
So we came to do what needed to be done to get out of there with the W. So I'm gonna give him a B.
Bum, what you give
And
him?
like I said,
Okay.
my
Go ahead.
dude had. And if you didn't know, he was National Player of the Week. In case no one knew that.
Lacey was?
Paul Horning.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Paul
yeah.
Horning.
Okay,
Oh, yep.
okay,
Yep. Little home cooking.
okay.
No, playing. He
I'm gonna
deserved it
go.
though. He deserved
Yeah, he did. He ball.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Like I said, it's a tell of two halves. The first half, I'm gonna go with a C. Second half, A, which I think I'm gonna equal it out totally with a B. Like
To
Mick
a
said,
B.
solid B.
Yeah.
Just a B,
Were you
a
tricking people
B.
like
You know,
that? Were you trying to trick people like the law of
I was
average?
It
getting them to
kind of
thinking.
sounds like it.
Yeah, a lot of
It
average.
kind of sounds
Yeah,
like it.
hey, yeah, I'm trying to switch it up a little bit because, like I said, it's the tale of two halves, man. The first half we didn't look like nothing outside of that first series, and we slept walking.
For
The second
sure, for
half we was
sure.
lights out. So
Right,
to
right.
equal it out, man, I can't give you a for that first half
Oh
performance.
no, no, no,
You know,
no.
you can't.
No.
Now I can for the second half, but the first half, we need a complete game.
Right, right,
We need a complete game from them,
Complete.
and I think that's what we've been missing: complete
right.
game.
Yeah, big time. I'm gonna go ahead
Yeah.
and give him a B minus. Just cause, like you said, because the first half. But hats off to Mr. Kewan Brown because he filled
Yeah,
in for
Yeah,
Mr. Isaac. He filled in for him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Isaac, gave us what he
he
could
did.
till he got hurt, and then Kewan said, "Hold on, I got this," and rocked and rolled with that. So, hey, hats off. So I'm gonna say B minus. Defensive wise, Mika, what you giving them defense?
I'm gonna give the defense an A-, because honestly, if I'm being honest, I thought that the first half, like the defense was like, we tired of picking up the slack. It's kind of how it looked to me
Yeah.
until after the half. It was like
Mm-hmm.
they was like, okay, we coming to play. Is y'all? We gonna see what y'all gonna do. We gonna try to give a lift. So I'm gonna give them an A-, because if they've been pretty much the most consistent in every game other than that first half. So A-.
Cool. Bump City, what you thinking?
I'm gonna give him a B plus. I'm gonna go no solid B. This first half, which I know special teams they cost us 2 points on the
Mm-hmm.
block punt that they had.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying they gave up points, but the first half, they kind of went up and down the field on us on a couple of possessions, running the ball
Mm-hmm.
wise and throwing that side to side, which I think we should have been
Killing us.
figured that
Killing
out by
us.
now because yeah, just throwing side to side. You got to figure it out because I watched some other teams that we're gonna play, preferably Kentucky down the line. That's what they do. They throw the side to side passes and try to beat your defensive back to the corners, to the outside and
Mm.
score. So we gotta fix that. So then the second half was lights out. I mean, we made the adjustments, and kudos to Ron English for actually making adjustments this year and
Right.
bringing it. So I'm gonna give him a solid B.
Right, 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 right. Yeah, I'm also give him. I'm gonna give him a B plus for making them changes. I mean, because like you said, when you got a team that's just throwing it to one particular area all the damn time, that means they ain't got no passing game. So that means you need to
They
bring
didn't have a
more than
passing
Right.
one
game.
dude up there because all he is a blocker. He's not
Hmm.
gonna do anything. And
That's it.
you talk about the Bluebirds. I ain't even worried about them. I'm more concerned with people who got legit NFL receivers down there, like Clemson and all them. Even though they struggling, but they got big boy
Yeah.
receivers that can take it to the
Right.
house. That kind of stuff. Like so,
Right.
you got to make those changes. Do be physical. That's the whole thing. They was more physical than we were in that first half. From
Yeah.
defense,
For
offense, all
sure.
that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, you
Yeah.
just got punched in your mouth, and they try to beat y'all, homecoming or whatever the hell they was going down there. So for them to just like shake it off and get ready to rock and roll, I give you that grade. And yeah, Ryan English, bro, I hear you, guy. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. MVP. Who's your MVP? Let's go with Bump on this one. Who's your MVP for this game?
I'm not gonna steal Mika's. I know who's Mika's going with this. I'm gonna go back with
Yeah,
Brown, man.
we
You
know
got
that. We know that.
we know who Mika going with, but I'm gonna go with Brown, man. I'm gonna go with Brown because you know what I'm saying he got that crease, man, and just he could take over a game
Yeah,
in a blink of
Yeah.
an eye. At the blink of an eye, man, he could just hit that a seam and be gone. So that's just game changing, man. When you got a back like that, man, that doesn't need much
impressive.
daylight and could just
Impressive.
go, and every run could be a home run. So I'm gonna go with Brown, man. He was solid at that game. He played a real
Yeah.
solid game. I hate that he's hurt.
Yeah, that's a
Me
good one.
too.
Since we know who Mika's got, I'm gonna go ahead and do mine real quick.
Hmm.
I'm gonna ride with his backup, Keywan Brown, man. 2 TDs,
Okay.
94 yards. I mean, those TDs we needed. Like, without that, we ain't winning
Yeah.
those
Bad.
games. For him to step up and do what he had to do, and you can tell that he's healthier now. You know what I'm saying? As we
Right.
gain people back, we losing them, and I mean that running back room is goodness gracious. It was a strength, and now I mean I guess it still is kind of the
Yeah.
strength because people are still. But just imagine we had everybody healthy at one time, but this is football. It
Oh my
happens.
True.
goodness.
But Keywan scored the last 2 TDs. So I'm gonna ride with him
Yeah.
and ready to step up, man. I mean, and for him to show that, I didn't think he had no speed like that. I thought he was, what I'm
Yeah, he
saying? Like he,
does.
he
I
kind of,
know because you've been saying that.
yeah. I was
He
like,
proved you
whoa,
wrong, didn't he?
yeah. Well, shit,
Yeah.
30 yards, but yeah,
Yeah.
24 yards. He looked good though. He looked good, and we gonna
Yeah.
need him. We gonna
Yeah,
need
he
him.
did.
We gonna need
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Mika, why don't you surprise everybody who your MVP is?
Guys, everyone already knows who my MVP is. It's Colin. I'm sorry. I just
Right.
like him. I think he's really a game changer also. He does things and
Yeah.
when it's needed at a time that gives us that boost
Truly.
that kind of changes
Yeah.
the morals of the game.
True.
Yeah.
True. I just
That
wish
punt
they
return was on time.
I just wish they used him a little bit more
Yeah.
in that slot. It's probably because of
Yeah.
Moss. He probably can't see him, but use him in that slot
I think
because in
that's what it
open
is.
space, he's gonna do the same thing in open space, man. You got to
Yeah.
feature him,
Yeah.
and I'm not even talking about having him as a running back. Forget, I hate that because I think he's gonna get hurt. But have him in
Yeah.
as a slot and let him go, man. Let him go.
Mhm.
Yeah, goodness gracious, trying to get that boy hurt. Next up, we have what is your confidence level of winning out after the Virginia Tech game? Mika J, what you feeling?
Honestly, I don't know. Like losing Isaac is kind of major right now.
Right,
And because this is these next few games are not just, cupcake games. So that kind of
Right.
worries me. I but like you said, I do hope that Kiwan comes in and really fills that gap where it's not like we really lost Isaac. You know what I'm saying?
true.
So as long as, like Bump said earlier, we play a complete game, I think we'll be fine. We cannot continue with the slow starts and just sluggish. We just can't keep doing that week in and week out because I think it's going to catch up to us.
Cool. Bum, what you thinking?
Uh, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give us a 55 to 60% chance
Hmm.
for the same reason Mika said because you can't come out against some of these teams that we got left. You know what I'm saying? Slow and okey doking your way through halves. It's
Mm-mm.
gonna catch up with you eventually. And playing these close games to where we need a late touchdown to seal the game.
Right.
So with that being said, man, you gotta come out strong and put your foot to people's necks when you do get them down, like we jumped out 7-0 on them. You gotta get the games over with. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself in dogfights against teams that you should
You
be
shouldn't
you should
be.
be beaten substantially. Exactly.
And honestly,
So
Virginia
you
Tech should have just been a wipeout. That
Oh
shouldn't have been
yeah.
a
they should have
game.
the week before. It shouldn't have. But right now we at the point to where we're what maybe 13th, 14th in the nation now.
I know they got
So
the
like I
release
said
coming.
last week,
They got the release coming out
it's
tonight. So
13th. Okay. So you got a target on your back now. So all of these teams like the
Right.
Virginia Techs and the Cows that's not rating Clemson, they owned us for so many years up until last year, and that's gonna be a payback game for them when they come here to Cardinal Stadium
Right.
because they want to get back at us for what we did to them last year. So
they ain't
every
got enough
game is
bullets though.
vital. You don't think they do?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no, and that's my whole thing.
But you can't come out.
My
But
whole
but
thing
this is
is
my
this.
thing. You can't come out. Go ahead.
Go ahead, finish up. So I can go ahead and do what I can do. You good?
Okay. What I'm gonna say is you can't come out lackadaisical because we're not a team that's overpowering ourselves. We don't have that team that's gonna beat somebody 50-7 because we're that much better. I think our room for error is very slim. So when you playing those teams, we're not that far ahead of those teams that we should be busting, and we proven that all year by squeaking by on some of these games.
Squeaking
So I
by.
believe that's just who we are. I
Yeah.
don't believe we're that overpowering teams that we've seen from some Louisville teams in the past that were when we played a team like Virginia Tech or one of the other lesser teams that came out and just destroyed them. I don't think we have that
Yeah.
instinct and the personnel to be that team.
Yeah. I mean, I think we need to reevaluate ourselves just for the simple fact that this is more like Charlie Strong type shit. We're not gonna blow people out the
Defensive
water.
team.
It's a defensive
Right.
team. This offense is going
Yeah.
to do what it needs to do to win. So you're going to have running game, more of the running game than you had in the past. That's the whole thing with that. So and we need to understand that we like to win 45-0 and things. That's not happening. That's not going to happen this year
It's
because the
not.
quarterback play is not what we thought it was going to be. We got a lot of injuries. We got a
No.
lot of injuries on the line, injury to running backs. We got things that doesn't look like how we want it to look like, right? So that's also the problem. As far as the confidence level for me, I see it more like 75-80, just because there's only one team that really scares me the rest of the game. Wait, and that's at SMU. Clemson doesn't scare me. They steadily losing players. Their best receiver's gone. Their quarterback is overrated, just like Beck was overrated. Plus, it's coming here. It's going to be lights out. It's going to be. They're going to be ready for that game. That's a big name. I mean,
Right.
these is how they
Yeah.
still kids. Granted, 22 is still a
True.
kid.
True.
Still a kid. I don't care what, no, but it's
True.
still a kid. So they're gonna be ready for that. I ain't worried about that. California game is one is like scare you just because it's California. Can you do this? If you really want that chance to play for the college playoffs, you gotta take care of business. You gotta look back and say we understand that.
At home.
But it's at home. All this stuff is at home. Only away game is SMU. And that's the one game that frightens
Mm,
me. And that's why I say 75% because you cannot have a slow start against them. You cannot have that.
right.
So, however, you need to muck it up. You need to muck it up so you can get your stuff going. And it is like I said, we're not the same. Like we all want that 55-14 and all.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
not that
Right.
team.
we're not that team. We're not that team. And the offense is better than what Charlie had because Charlie was holding everybody back. Oh boy's trying to
Yeah.
get it. He's trying to get cranked out and he can't. Your quarterback play is everything, and dudes doing Long John Silver's commercials and shit. He need to be in the playbook and doing all the kind like that. I get it, understand. No, I don't want that. I don't want that end zone. Why they even name it end zone? Dude, you're not even an end zone like that, bro. Like that's not. Stop it.
Right.
Stop all that shit. Call it third down or something like that. But I just think I'm gonna go with 75%. And like I said, we all know about the rivalry game, and we'll definitely cover that. But come on, dude, they could barely score, bro. Like it is what it is, man.
Right.
It is what it is. Um, we already said a little bit on this one, and I know Mika voiced her opinion. Bump, you talked about it also too. Anything else y'all want to add on that? Because it's true. Everybody who's watching it, it is true.
Yeah.
We can't continue to do this. And like I said, SMU, you cannot do that. I'm sorry. At home, you can get
Right.
away with a little bit. Teams that have no offense, like Virginia Tech, you can get away with that. Like a Boston College. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are
Right.
scoring like Boston College probably ain't scored 24 points all year or barely. You know what I'm saying? So like shit against
Right.
inept
Right.
offenses you can. And Bump is right. But I'm dismissive of Clemson because I watched them too, just like Bump has. They do not excite me. I think by the time they come in here next week or whatever they think is next week, with Dabble, we can be the coach. Every game he stay
Yeah.
threatening to leave and get rid
Yeah.
of me, I quit
Well,
type stuff. They in
it's,
disarray.
it's,
They had so disarray
it's a
and
disgruntled
really
man right there.
disgruntled.
Disgruntled man.
Disgruntled. And people can say, well, they're gonna try to they're gonna try to beat us. Of course they are. But also the biggest game left on their schedule is not Louisville, it's South Carolina. The rival game. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It ain't
Oh.
Louisville, it's their
Right.
rivalry. That kind of stuff. But
Hmm.
slow starts kill us. Bump, you got anything else, bro? Are you good?
Nah, pretty much. I
Mika, you
said it
good?
all. We said it all on that.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, cool, cool. Oh, ain't that something? I hear you, Louisville women. Yeah, save face. Can Louisville win without Isaac Brown? Mika J, what you thinking? What's going on?
I think yes. I think it will be kind of tough. It's not gonna be I don't know, like
Home
I
run
don't
hitter.
know though. Like this is an opportunity for somebody to really step up and be that person that we've been looking for. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this plenty of times, even last year when we had injuries. Like when this kind of stuff happens, this is your opportunity to step up and shine and
Yeah.
take, you know what I'm saying? You show who you are. So maybe we can win. I don't know. I'm gonna say maybe. I can't I don't want to say
Mm.
100%, but
Okay.
Brown, I mean, I don't even remember when did Isaac go out. It was the fourth quarter though, right? Or the
Yeah, I
end
believe
of
it
the
was fourth
third?
It
quarter.
was. It was. It was the end of
But
third.
I
Yeah,
believe
so
like the
so
first
so can
quarter.
we really say?
Hmm.
Right.
Right.
It's
Right.
yet to be
I don't
seen.
know. So I don't know if we have someone who can get us through a full game. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Well,
know. And
the
I don't
beauty
think
of
California's weak. So
it, Duke is probably going to be playing this week. So
okay.
Duke
That's what I was gonna
Watson,
say.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, and this
it
is going
all
to be his
depends.
best thing. This is going
Okay.
to be the best thing for
Yeah.
basically, because Duke is was one B. So if he's ready to go, yeah,
Right.
go ahead, bump.
So that's you stole my point right there. I was gonna say depends on Watson if he had how he comes back. If he comes back healthy, running like he was before the injury, and he's able to help Brown carry some of the load, I think we'll be fine because they'll be running back by
Right.
committee then. You could split the runs that way. You not the whole load's not on Brown or Watson, and you can kind of split the runs to where both of them get going and get lathered up and get back. Get us back to at least 95% of production that we was getting with Brown, with
Hmm.
Isaac Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe a lot of that is based on how good Watson comes back.
Hmm.
If he comes back full blast and running like we know he's capable of, I believe we'll be okay. I think we can win without Isaac Brown.
Right, right, yeah, yeah. Absolutely right. That's how I feel. My thing is, we haven't seen Duke Watson all year. Even when he
We
was
haven't.
Right.
supposedly healthy, he was only getting like 5 carries. So if you healthy, it's time to rock and roll. This is why they pay you the money
Yeah.
to stay. You need if he's
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
This is the Duke Watson show now, and Mr. Brown to come and
Yeah.
Right.
give him breaks. We're waiting. We're waiting. Please be 100% because we've been waiting for this. Now this is your opportunity. If
Yeah.
you're
Break him on.
100%, 4 games, let's go. This is what it was all about. Make it like,
Yeah.
okay, this is the Duke that we saw towards the end of the year last year that was ready to rock and
Right.
roll and did what he did. Because we still ain't seen that. We didn't see it at the beginning. He was hurt.
Not
Let's go. Let's go. Because your team needs you. Because Mr. Brown can't do it
We
by
need
bad.
himself.
you.
Mr. Brown cannot
Right.
do it by
Bad.
yourself. I'm sorry. He needs a break. And who's that gonna be? Is that gonna be the red shirt freshman? Is gonna be I don't know, bro. Like what Colin Lacey back there, which we don't want that. We want to keep our
No,
receivers
we
Right.
don't.
healthy. We ain't trying to get him hurt with a 300-pound dude laying on him. This is your
Right.
opportunity. This is your opportunity, Mr. Duke. This is why you stayed. Yeah, and you're gonna have if you're healthy, you're gonna get a majority of them carries, dude. Maybe not this California game, but that Clemson game, without a
Yeah.
doubt, you
Right.
will.
Yeah.
And we need you for those type of games. So can they win? I think they can. It just bogs down a little bit more. If we don't have Duke as that main guy, and he's still like 80% or something. Yeah, now everything's getting a little tougher. I talked about
Yeah.
Charlie Strong. It'd be 20-17. 21
Right.
to 18. It's gonna be sluggish, and we
Because
don't
that's
want
when you
that.
got to depend on your quarterback to sling it. We don't need a mouse trying to sling it.
And we can't depend on that.
No, we can't. We can't. We
No,
can't. Come
not
on.
at all.
We can't. We can't. We don't want to, because that may be like 250 yards, 2 TDs, 4 interceptions, a fumble. We don't want that, bro. We
Right.
don't want that. Nah, that's ugly. So hopefully we can do what we need to do, take care of business with that. Let's go. How do you feel about Kewan Brown being featured back if Brown and Watson? And this is rolling it together. My thing is this, and I'll start this one off with this one. My thing is this. I'm not worried about him. I'm just worried about the backup situation. We
Yeah.
don't have a backup running back. If Watson and Brown can't go, then it's like, and this is not poo poo on anybody's on there, but we ain't seen them. You saw Braxton. We
We
saw
haven't.
the receiver who I mean the dude who was a receiver for North Harden who they made a running back. The big guy, he like 6'1", 6'2". We ain't seen him.
Mm.
Who and these are crucial. Everything's on the line for us. Like we have opportunity, and I'm sure it's probably ready to be released at 8 or whatever to be in this playoff. Can you really trust red shirt freshmen and people who ain't ran no more? haven't run the ball. This is a scary thing. That's why, man, I can't believe, and I'm gonna have to look at the roster to see some of these freshmen who was supposed to be some running backs, and they ain't a lick. And
Right.
you can play them a couple of games and still redshirt. We ain't seen none of that, bro. Like that got me a little bit worried. Like who's in the house? Who's in the house? Who's in the house left after Brown and Watson? I don't
Right.
know. So
Yeah,
to me, I have no
especially when you
problem.
about to go ahead, Wood.
Like I said, I have no problem if he has some backup, but I don't think he got no backup. So that's the problem to me. Go ahead, Bump.
Yeah. Especially when you about to go into the crust of your schedule. With these games that really mean something right here, as far as the
Right,
conference, as far as the playoffs is concerned.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to throw a freshman in against a Clemson or SMU on the road
right.
or at a rival game against Kentucky. So
Fumbles and shit.
I'm
Right.
hoping that somebody could come in. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that on a freshman. You know what I'm saying, to where you can mess his mind up the rest of his career by messing up playing him this late in the season, and
Right.
having the expectations are going to be so high for him this late in the year,
True.
especially with everything that's on the line, as far as like I said, the conference and the playoffs, all of that's on the line. So
Yeah.
you know, I hope you could bring somebody in if Watson's not back. But far as I think Brown will be fine back there. It's just like you said, who's going to come in and relieve him?
Right.
He can't play 82
He
games,
can't.
82 plays,
Nah, he can't.
offense.
He can't.
So, yeah,
Make it what you
that's
think.
why the coaches get paid the big money. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
You got to figure it
Gotta
out.
figure it out. Yeah, I mean, I just agree with you guys. I do think that, and I kind of already touched on that. Like, who's back there? Who is that backup person? Like, hopefully, we don't have to worry about that. And Duke is 100% healthy, and he's able to,
Right.
Yeah.
run the ball.
Whew. Yeah.
Bottom line,
Let's
It's a
yeah,
go.
lot of what ifs,
based
right?
on Watson, it is. And you hate to have it this late in the season.
Yeah. And but you know what we've been
Yeah,
having the
yeah,
crazy thing we've been having the whole season. Somebody
Yeah.
get healthy, somebody gets hurt. All this kind of stuff. And that's yeah, man. Okay. It is what it is. Next up, let's see what we
yeah.
got. Ooh. Not even just will Louisville be ranked. I think they will be ranked. Where will Louisville be ranked in the college football first playoff poll? So this is what matters. These rankings, it ain't the AP, it's not the coaches. This is right here, period. Let's go, Mika. What do you think they're gonna be ranked?
Like you mean number wise?
Number wise. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I think 12.
Mm. Mm. Let them meat on that
If
bone.
not 12, 13.
Cool.
Yeah, we're
But
already 14, right?
yeah, but this is totally different polls. Yeah, this is the playoff
Oh,
polls.
Hmm.
Yeah. And it could mirror that. I'm
well,
not, I'm saying what you're saying, but yeah. These are like this is what they use for us to be in the playoffs. What you taking, Bump?
I'm say 12 to 13. I mean, we haven't had a we lost the one loss we got was in overtime
Virginia.
to a Virginia
right.
team that's only lost one game still, I believe. So
Right.
I don't think they'll hold that game against us. And you know what I'm saying? We won everything else. Beat a
Right.
Miami team that was considered one
Right.
of the best in the nation at that time at home.
Yeah.
So they got to give
Exactly.
us
At
some kind
home.
of credit for that
No.
at home, right? So I'm gonna go anywhere from 12 to 13.
Yeah. So same as basically what Mika said, which is great. Yeah. The crazy thing. Let me see. Cool. I don't even think, when Virginia lost to North Carolina State, that wasn't a conference game.
No,
They
it
Right. I don't
wasn't.
see how.
that's
Right.
crazy because teams done it in the past that they want to still play a team even though they're not on their schedule. But for them
Yeah.
to lose that game and it doesn't even hurt them, it's just
And it doesn't
crazy
count. That's what sucks.
at
Right.
all, at
Yeah.
all. But I'm
Doesn't
I'm
count.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
like you guys. I'm gonna say number 12. I'm gonna say 12 also. This right there, because I mean, how many people have a better win than beating the number two ranked team at third place?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then, like I
Right.
said, the Virginia being ranked, so of course they'll be up there too. But yeah, man, I mean that was an impressive win and did what they had to do. So I'm definitely gonna ride with 12 like it. Also, like you guys said, let's see. All right, let's. Huh, okay. All right, we just skipped that one. Let's go into this basketball real quick as we wind down. Louisville basketball this beat the living snot out of South Carolina State, 104 to
Hmm.
45. And it's funny because, we was hoping the stuff looks like this, and it should look like this. They beat a team how they should have beat them. Very impressive win, especially that they kept, what Bump always say, you got to keep that foot on that neck. And that's what they
On
did
the
Yeah.
neck.
on the neck. And they did that and looked well with that. Mika J, what's your thoughts on the game? What stood out to you?
Okay, so I won't even lie. I went to bed after halftime,
Yeah, shit, the game was over.
but
Hey,
Game was
it was
game
over.
was over with.
over.
It
The
was
game was
over.
over. But that for me, that was impressive because I think we
Yeah.
all three know that there was a time that we wasn't doing that.
Oh no.
So you almost
No.
are kind of
You,
scared to get so excited
Right.
because
Right.
that hasn't
right.
happened in a
You
very
can't believe
long
it's
time
real.
where we have
Right.
dominate people that we're supposed to dominate. You know what I'm saying? So I was
Right. Right.
very, very pleased that we came out with that type of just, just that tenacity. Like we wanted it. We wanted to dominate and show because I really
Yeah.
feel like that Kansas game just kind of with Michael not being able to get his shot off and with uh we just didn't play a good solid game that very first game. And so I think that that was what they needed to prove to the fans, hey, we can be this team that you guys are looking for.
Yeah. Real quick,
Hmm.
before I let you go, Bump. The funny thing is about this thing in the past, they could have played Kansas. We would not have known, we'd have, at all, unless
Right.
somebody leaked it out. And so our view of them changed dramatically. This thinking was in the past and we
Hmm.
didn't know, and then all of a sudden we see this product. You still be riding high.
Yeah.
Right.
Riding high. And sometimes you need to get your, like, last year Tennessee punches in the mouth in a real game.
Punches in the mouth.
That game against Kansas didn't count. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So but it helped out.
Right.
Bump, what's your thoughts on the game? What stood out to you?
That you did what you were supposed to against a team that was way inferior than you was. But what stood out to me
Yeah.
was, what I'm saying, the spreading of the ball. And I think at one point we was up by like 60 something to maybe 14 or something, and nobody was in double figures at the time yet.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it just showed that, what I'm saying, you have a capable team to where you really don't know where it's going to come from.
Just
And what
saying.
Right.
really stood out for me was, like we talked about, was Roos, man, he came along and made that jump. What I'm saying, as of right now, early in the season, to where he looks like a completely different player. It was times that he was handling the ball that I thought it was Brown
Nice,
that was handling the ball.
nice,
Yeah.
So when you got a guy like that
nice.
that's making that jump, that's coming along real good, it shows that you're gonna have a great season. Now the competition level, we know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that
Pooey,
team wasn't that good.
pooey.
They was
Right.
team was terrible. But like me said, we
Terrible.
did what we supposed to do. You came out during the paint era. This might have been a nip and tuck game.
I know.
You know, you know,
Stop it.
and
We
like Mika
know.
said,
We lived through that.
yeah, yeah. And it was times where me and Mika would text doing games to where a couple years ago, where first we get down by five, and that was it. We was turning the TV off down
We
five
like, oh
a
my
couple
God.
years ago because we know, yeah, it's a wrap. We not coming back from this and be the first half. Remember that, me? So
Right.
you gotta take this. I'm taking it as something positive because we come a long way from where we've been, and we did what we were supposed to do against a team like this. So it shows a lot of
Yeah.
hope and promise, even though we know this is an inferior team. But just the domination level of what we did last night, what we've seen is like it could come from anywhere. That's what I took from it. It could come from anywhere. It's not one player
Yeah.
that you could really focus on. And even our bigs look like completely different bigs from the first two games of the season that we had in the exhibition, in the two exhibition games. So it look like everybody's coming along beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah. This, the whole thing is taking care of business, and that's what they did. Took care of business. What I love is that you talk about the roofs. Of course, you're gonna take Mikael Brown. Had some explosive plays. Did what he had to do.
Oh, yeah.
Frew looked way better, than what he did. He looked more active. Alley oops, tips, all this kind of stuff. But
He be hit a three, I believe.
but when you got that caddy that's just
Yeah, he
chilling in the
did.
back, Hadley is that
Hmm.
caddy. Dude at 13-9. Nobody's gonna talk about him. None of that stuff. Dude is,
Right.
and when we bring Pryor back with that, my gosh, bro, like it changes the whole thing. Zugras is setting screens, breaking people's backs like a real grown
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
that you can't get around, and
Yeah.
he's rolling to the basket, dunking on you. I mean, it's just so many different things, And I love the tenacity. I love that they're pressing. I love to see Kobe out there in people's grill. I love Conwell's trying to
Yeah.
Wooley's active. I love all that, man. And I like, he's playing to his strength, man. When he said he's gonna play 11 players, 10 players, he's gonna do that because he has those players. Play hard, ball out. Even with Ricky P, and we had some good. We weren't blowing nobody out 59-15 at halftime, and we used to play
Right.
Jackson State, all these kind of states too, A&M Tech, and still wasn't. Break,
Right.
hey, do what you have to do, and I think, like I said, this is the embarrassment of that Kansas game that everybody saw
Hmm.
resonates, that we have to do what we need to do. Dudes, know your roles, and let's rock and roll, and look good with that. And
Right.
and and what's so funny for
Yeah.
Mikael Brown, it's just so different. He is he has NBA written all on him because he's so
Oh, yeah.
smooth that he could really, if they really wanted to feature him, dude could average 25 points easy, 10 dimes, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Easy, because
Yeah.
he's an explosive dude, man. He got his jump shot is
Yeah.
pure, all that. And McNeely, hats off to you because
Yeah.
you're gonna be out rain. You're gonna be out rain.
Yeah.
And it ain't
He's
gonna be
gonna
like
be
Virginia
rain.
when everybody's up there all on you. Dudes
Yeah.
open all night long because these other guys
Yeah.
Yeah.
are killers.
You can't focus on
You
one
can't
guy.
focus on him. And like you said with
Can't
Roos,
focus on
man,
one.
with Roos, dude, like this, and that's why I can't wait because our second team's gonna be better than your first team on most nights.
Yeah.
Because where's Pryor gonna be at?
Yes.
Where's he gonna be at? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna start off in that second unit with him and
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Roos and Kobe
Yeah.
and Wooly.
It's gonna be a problem.
That's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
problem, bro. I love it, and that's a great
Yeah.
problem to have. So where they do that, don't forget, and I'm gonna do it this way. Don't forget Thursday night because I didn't do nothing with that. So Thursday night we have Deion
Jackson
Sanders'
State.
old team, Jackson State. 7 o'clock is on. Oh my gosh, ACC extra. Y'all know how that goes.
Mm.
Kill me with yeah, it's our ACC
Yeah.
extra. So this is the fine tune before we have the big one, and we'll be back on Monday to talk about the football, what happened with California, and we will preview the UK Louisville game, basketball game, which is Tuesday at 8 o'clock for the people who don't know. But this is another game. This get everybody. Let's get it. I would like, and I'm gonna do this, and you guys, it can also follow suit. What I would like for this next game on Thursday, I would like, I would like Khalifa to work in the post a little bit more. Just a little bit
Yeah.
more, bro. Because I'm seeing if Frew is picking it up and doing what he got to do, Zugras knows his role. When Pryor comes, you might be the odd man out because Pryor can be the small. Pryor
Yeah.
Mhm.
can play the small five like Zugras can.
Right.
You might because and maybe because he's been out for a year, so I excuse him because of his knee injury. But he got some good passes. He's a liability with defense. He can't really play defense. He
Yeah.
can't really jump out
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
gym. So you have to be
He's not that
great in what you
physical.
do. Not that physical. Dude may be trending towards the end of that bench
Odd
before I
man
know
out.
it. Odd
Yeah.
man out. So I'm looking for him. Let's. I want to see what he needs to do to get him going because if you can't do it against these, I don't think you're gonna be able to do it against this. Dude, we gonna have a killer stretch. We all know that, and you're not gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
coming in if somebody get foul trouble or something like that. I hate to say that, and plus I also want to see you gotta work prior into this game. If he's cleared, you gotta work him in because you don't want his first game to be Kentucky. I'm just sorry, you don't want that.
No, you don't.
Mika J, what are you
Right.
looking forward to for this game? What's something that you would like to see the Cards do or work out?
Um, I don't know. Like, I just want to see. I mean, pretty much just a repeat of what we saw last night. Just
Gotcha.
where your second string is getting that opportunity to really be your first string. Because I think Michael didn't play the second half, right?
Not that
From what
much.
Corey said.
No, he played.
Yeah, he played. He didn't play that much though.
But not he only had 11 points
Right.
though, right? So he wasn't very active. He was just like what more assists out there or whatever. I
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
personally love
facilitating.
Kobe.
yeah, 11-6.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think Kobe is amazing. I like to see him on the floor a little bit more. I just want to see the continuation. Like I really feel like we like our bigs just need to be a little bit more physical because
Okay,
we know what next week is going to be.
tough.
Next week is not going to
Yeah.
be no cupcake game, even though they lost to
Cupcake. Right.
Georgetown. And I know that everybody's kind of holding that over them. But we know what
They've
that
had some
rivalry
players
looks
missing.
like. I mean, we've seen it
Plus,
in and
plus,
year out. Go
and
ahead.
plus everybody that they got hurt, they will be back probably against Louisville.
But you
They'll make
also
sure that.
you can't
More
even
than
use that.
likely.
But you
Yes.
really can't use that excuse because my thing is this: uh, loyal, whatever, loyal, the starting uh, point guard. He didn't play that first
Point
game.
guard.
Yeah, he didn't play that first game. So they trying to utilize it, and,
Hmm.
and and then that dude that came from Florida, he's the only one who didn't play that played that first one. They just got beat. I mean, they got a whole
Okay.
bunch of role players. Let's just be honest.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Quentin's not coming back probably the first of the year if he comes back. He just got
Mm.
Mm.
hurt earlier, like either late last year or earlier this year. So he may not even play for them,
Hmm.
to be honest.
Hmm. Right.
Well, I just still think that our bigs need to just
Oh
be,
yeah.
a little bit more physical because, like you said, even not just UK, but just once we get in the season, we know what everybody else. We know what the ACC is looking like. Ain't nobody coming with no
Hmm.
cupcakes. So you got to be able
Right.
to defend around the rim and play big boy
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
That's it.
What you think of Bump City?
Yep.
Man, I like to see more. Just fine tuning the defense, fine tuning the things that's gonna help us down the line. The rebounding, the weak side help. I like to see some more shot blocking, but that goes with our bigs. I like to see Roos get
Right.
down there. He's athletic enough to where you could block
He's
some shots and
athletic.
protect that paint because, right. I was
Mm-hmm.
looking at North Carolina. They got a freshman kid that's slamming everything. So you're gonna have to play physical, get to a point to where these teams we playing now really having to play physical. We playing more finesse ball, get out, shoot, and whatnot.
Yeah.
But when you start playing in this
Damn.
conference and some of the out of conference games that we got, you're gonna have to get physical in that paint, and you're gonna have to defend the paint. So I'm hoping we fine tune our defense and keep shooting the ball well, which I know we're capable of.
Hmm.
Real quick update on the playoffs, college football playoff rankings. Louisville coming in number 15th, Virginia 14th.
Hmm.
Trying to keep the ACC out
Mm.
Hmm.
because those are the
That's
highest
They
that's
teams.
it.
sure
They
are.
are
Those are the highest teams.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's
Dirty
terrible.
down.
Patty.
Yes, Patty. Yeah. That's
But
what they
all you gotta do is keep winning.
yeah, you got
You
to
keep
keep
winning,
winning.
and everything
That's
can handle
it.
itself. They won't be
Yeah,
able. Yeah, they won't be.
yeah. But the
Yeah,
crazy
you
thing
gotta
is,
win.
Yep.
all that's about is only making one ACC team in there.
That's it. That's it.
That's what it's about because
I
it's
think we
12
knew that
spots.
though.
It's 12 spots. Yeah.
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 But say Louisville don't make it. Say Virginia wins out and whoever else who may be above Louisville. Let's say they win out, right? Um, it's almost does Louisville better not to play in that championship game and take a chance to lose. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you can sneak in there,
Right.
win it all the way out. Like Bump said, is continue to win and let them other two go ahead and kill each other off and
Knock
come
each
in at
other out.
knock
Yeah,
each other
because they're
out
gonna
and put
drop
us at
whoever
12
loses. They're gonna drop them.
way back. So
Whoever
yeah,
loses, they're gonna drop them. They're gonna drop them way back. Where they
right.
got Georgia Tech at?
Hmm.
They had Georgia Tech like 17 or some shit
Oh my God.
because they ain't played
Wow.
nobody. They beat Florida State, and Florida State is garbage. Yeah, so yeah, that
Right.
hurts.
True.
That hurts. Yeah, wow. All
Yeah.
right, that's
And it's crazy
crazy.
because Florida State beat Alabama the first game of the season. They fell
And
way
you know
off
Alabama's
Yeah.
probably
again.
number four, number five,
But that
six, and
wasn't
nine.
a
Yeah.
sign of
Right.
Alabama. They were not who they are now.
Oh yeah, oh yes.
You lost. You
Yeah, they
lost.
lost. Yeah, if that was vice
They
versa,
lost.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. That'd been ugly with them. All right, so this game just ended, and this one, hey, this might surprise you guys. I'm going to type in the score with this one because I didn't see this one coming this way, but I am so
Uh,
oh man, here we go. Louisville loses to the number one ranked team, UConn, 79 to
mm,
66. DeVille came back and battled and showed some grit and actually
made a game of it. Look like.
well in the second half outscored UConn by 8 points. Third quarter was 17-17.
Mm,
Wow.
Fourth quarter 26-18. But that first quarter killed Louisville 25-9. Second
yeah.
quarter 19-14. And to me, I
Fighting
hold
uphill
this.
battle the whole game.
I love that he has Denny Crum mentality. He'll play anybody anywhere. I understand that. But sometimes when you have a brand new roster, you might want to, and they do scrimmages too, but you might want to play a real game before you play UConn. Like, just so you can get the
Yeah.
kinks out, and I get it. This was an opportunity for them because this game was supposed to be in Germany, remember? Then, all this stuff
Right.
Yeah.
happening
Remember.
with us. They went ahead to freeze that
Yeah.
out with the government closed and stuff, shut everything down. I get it. I get it. But hats off to them because we have seen Louisville be down by 20 something points at halftime and end up getting beat by 40,
Yeah.
50.
By
Right.
So
40.
At least they had some fight in
easy,
them.
easy. And was
Yes.
rocking while we was doing the show. They put on a hell of a. They was on like a 13-2 run. They did all kinds of stuff. So
Mm,
yeah, that right there is going to help them big time because, like I said, in the past we done seen them crumble. So hats off for Louisville. Even though they lost, we tired of that. And we
yeah.
Bump and I was talking about it a little bit before we got on. Things that we would like to see and things that need to be happening. And I don't know. My thing is this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you guys speak on whatever y'all want to speak about this game. When you have talent that comes out the city or surround counties that goes to Louisville schools, you need to pony up.
Gotta
You
grab
need
them.
to go to the 502 circle and say, I need $1 million for her. I don't care what they normally
Yeah.
get paid
Yeah.
100. No, 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 no. I need $1 million for her. Starting off her freshman year, next year, get another meal, whatever you need to ask, because this is a
Yeah.
generational player. There's
Marquee player.
nowhere you let her
Exactly.
go to LSU. There's nowhere you let her go to Notre Dame. You had two players. Pony up. Pony up. Y'all, I mean, we
You
seen
gotta have
players
them.
that got paid on the male gender side that we like,
Yeah.
Right.
how much y'all pay him?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a very important sport for Louisville. This women basketball. They have the Jeff Walls. He earns the right to say, "Hey man, I need a meal for her, and we need to make it
True.
happen. We need to make it happen because dude has done it." So hey, when you got those players, and we may not see another one of them in our lifetime that come up through that we had two
Right.
that went to schools, even
They
though
got
one
away.
transfer got away because we didn't want to pony up. Now, if you want to leave because I offer the same amount of them, that's cool. You would never get to say that I didn't want to pay Mika J. I didn't want to play Bump. I didn't want to play
Right.
Will I Am. No, I offered a meal and they whatever. That's cool. But things has to change with that. Bump, what's your thoughts on this game, man?
Uh, it was looking ugly early. I'm not gonna lie, I turned it off after the late part of the second quarter because we was getting busted so much.
Right.
So I'm glad they showed some fight. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the first game of the season, I wouldn't have liked to really play the UConn, a team that's coming off a national championship. That they got some returning players,
The number
and
one
plus
player.
a couple of 5 star, right? Plus some 5 stars
Yeah.
that they added in coming in this year. So you got to pick and choose your battles. I understand you want to play whoever, whenever, wherever,
Right.
but at the same time, man, don't 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 get the season started off with discouragement for your girls by getting busted by these teams that have a legitimate shot at being there at the end.
Right.
So I would like to see them, schedule. I would like to see UConn. I love playing UConns and the Tennessees, but I'd like to see it down the line on the schedule.
Right. And real quick before I let you go, Mika J, uh, that Ziegler, the one who transferred in from St. Joe's,
Hmm.
16 points, 18 rebounds.
Whoo.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
Okay.
So y'all done paid her, but you got
Dang.
Yeah.
to pay some other people because that impressive.
Yeah.
You know they ain't played UConn at St. Joe's, and she went up against Jay. I got y'all. Let's
No.
go. Rocked and roll with it. So I just
Right.
wanted to say that. What's your thoughts on the game, Mika?
I don't know. I mean, I think I can look at it from another angle with Jeff scheduling UConn for the first game of the season. Maybe it can build their confidence because losing by 13 isn't bad. I
Big
mean,
time.
maybe it shows them, hey,
Hmm.
we competed with the number one team in the nation, and
Yeah.
that shows that you girls have what it takes to go out here and win this ACC and to make a run in the NCAA. So I don't know. I think that you could look at it from both angles.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say I don't think it's
Hmm.
going to be as discouraging as we may think. I think it may show them where they're going in with a whole different type of grit, and they like, oh man, we played them. Yeah, we were down by 20 in the first
Right.
half, but we
Right.
came back and we barely lost. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Oh,
think
without a
that you
doubt.
could look at it from each angle.
Well, because they played and closed it, it becomes that angle as you coming from. If they would got their
Right.
ass
Yeah.
beat by 40 or 30 like we have, then it blows you up.
Then
But this
yes,
right here,
then you could be discouraged.
right,
Hmm.
right. But this right here, it shows they got
Yeah.
heart and they fought. I mean, they really fought
Yeah.
in that second half and
They
did what they
battle
had to
back.
do. So yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't I can't recall the last time. And we used to play Connecticut all the time, and they respect each other as far as the coaches, and we still playing. But I can't recall the last play get 18 rebounds against them. So
Right.
No.
From a Louisville standpoint, anyway, and we didn't have some dogs when we used to beat them and stuff. But yeah, hey, shout out
Right.
for her. That's off to her because she's nothing but like 6'1" and she went to work. I didn't come here
Mm.
to get embarrassed. Let's go. So
Right.
lock the
Right.
build, light the build on, lock the build on. Love it, love it.
Yeah. You know where you at right now. At least you know where you at and
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
have.
yeah. Big confidence builder. Let's go, let's go. And real quick before we go ahead and close out, their next game is Sunday. Yeah, not yeah. Let me see, the ninth. Yeah, Sunday the ninth. Northern Kentucky comes in to the Yum Center at 2 p.m. So they'll do that, and then they got
Mm.
another one Wednesday. So yeah, it's time to build up on that. So I love it. So way to bounce back, ladies, big time. Mika J. No. Because you bring it great. So Bump City, what you leave the people with?
Hey, I'm leading people with, man. Let us know you was here. Leave a footprint. I see 64 people on looking at us right now.
I
So
know,
leave
right?
us a like, man. Yeah, leave us a like and a comment. Let us know you was here. At least we know you're watching, and we appreciate everything. So with that being said, man, go Cards.
Before you do that, say that before I let her rock and roll. Also, we forgot to do one thing on the way out. California, Louisville. Louisville's 20.5 point favorite. Bump.
Mm.
What's your score? What's your score?
I don't believe in point spreads no more with this team. So I'm gonna go. I don't. I really don't because I think every game we not like that. So I'm gonna go 28-17 Louisville.
Okay, okay. Big and J, what you looking at? What you thinking?
I was looking at 28-14.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay. I guess I'm be the fool of the bunch. I'm gonna say 35-14.
Hmm.
I think they covered
Okay.
21. But I'm with you. I'll probably take the under. But all right, Mika J, what
Right.
you leaving the people with?
I'm gonna leave the people with. I know that we talked about it at the beginning of the show, but let's make sure that we say the prayers for the three crew members that were killed this evening.
Yeah.
And as of now, 11 people were injured in that plane crash
Hmm.
at the airport. There are still going to probably be more. So let's just, keep those families lifted up in prayer. Um, but thank you to the 64 people that joined our show tonight. I wasn't quite sure how this was going to go with what's happened here today. So thank you for taking the time out of your day to support us. And we just ask that you continue to like and share, comment. Let us know what we can do better, what you want to hear on next week's
Hmm.
show. If you have suggestions, we'd appreciate them. But thank you.
Yep. Thank you guys, like she said, for joining Big Time. Really appreciate you guys. Don't forget, later on tonight, didn't get to do it last night, but we're gonna go ahead and do no cap high school football show. So we'll do that. It's kind of jumbled because you got a lot of basketball going on. We want to make sure everybody can watch and do things, but we're definitely going to make sure we cover our high school sports. But like Mika J said, and
Come
like
on,
Brohm,
Mel.
thank you for doing what you got to do. Do not disgrace the show by saying that name right now. But God bless. We out on that note. Thanks, Bump.
All right.